In this video, I'm going to go through downloading, installing, and setting up FreeDV on macOS. So go to freedv.org, click the download link, and download the installer for macOS. It's fairly big, but you'll see it download. It's over a gigabyte, and it will end up in your downloads folder. Open the disk image, and you'll see the application there. Then drag it to your applications folder. Once it copies over, we'll then run it for the first time, and only this time on macOS you get asked to confirm that's what you want. There it is. There's a couple of permissions that get asked along the way. So it verifies it, only happens once. Yep. Okay, now we choose easy setup. We need to choose the radio device. I'm using an ICOM radio, so it's USB audio codec. Decoded audio, I'm just going to play back through the computer speakers, but I do use a external USB microphone, a Yeti microphone. That sounds better. I'm going to use HamLib, so I choose my rig, which is an ICOM 7760 from the list. It has two serial ports. I use the first one. At this point, you do a test. Just make sure that it keys the transmitter. You also need to put in your call sign, and this will be used for reporting on the QSO finder. It's also sent at the end of each transmission as just a burst of data, and it appears on the window on other people's FreeDVs. Okay, so I'll open up the window a bit more. The first time we click start, I'm talking about RAID v1 here, it does take a little bit of time to start up, and on the first run, macOS will ask for permission to use the microphone. Once that starts up, we're looking good. I'm going to bring up the FreeDV reporter window. And here we'll see other stations that are on. And they can have an optional message next to them. It's quite common for people to do that. And they're red when they're transmitting, green when they've updated something. And they'll also highlight when they can hear you. Now you can see me there down at the bottom of the list. I usually sort by either kilometers away or by just sort in alphabetical order of stations. That puts all the VK stations together. Now you can choose one of the frequencies from the pop down and your radio will go to that frequency. When you transmit, you need to be a bit careful about your audio level. It needs to be around about 0.4 on this waveform scale. Mine's peaking a little bit high there, and it's actually saying too high up on the top left. Also, you've got to watch the level, the transmit level. ALC should just be visible. So there it is there. It came up too high. And you do that by adjusting the TX attenuation control there. So that's pretty much all there is. There is some filtering for both transmit audio and receive audio. And in version 102, you're going to get automatic level control for the microphone, which is very handy. These controls are quite advanced, and you can play with the equalization there as you wish. I generally don't use it, but I do find that a better microphone does make me sound better. So that's it, pretty much set up. There's a couple of tricks in FreeDV Reporter. You can type a message that will appear there, and if you click send, it goes up to the website, the back end of this. If you right click on send, you can also save messages, send and save, and then they'll appear in the drop down message field so you can use them again. So it's common for people to say receiving only or going clear or can't transmit, things like that. So that's FreeDV on macOS.
This is 40 watts digital, 40 watts digital, about to decrease power. Stand by.